So you're thinking about going on a trip with your friends. Are you crazy? Now, I'm only half kidding when I say you're crazy about going on a trip with your friends. It is an amazing, amazing adventure when you find that perfect travel partner in your friends. But not all friends are perfect travel partners. So I want to set you up for success to be able to travel with the perfect friend. So both of you or all of you have an amazing trip and no one comes home frenemies. So I have 4 things that you should be doing before you go on a trip and before you start planning a trip with your friends. Number 1, you want to ask them what their budget is. If your budgets are really off, like someone has a lot of money and they're willing to spend a lot of money, and then some of you have, a bit of a smaller budget, there could be some issues because that could depend on, where you're going to stay, the types of activities that you do, and the types of restaurants that you go to. So you want to kind of be on the same page of where your budget is and how you're going to actually spend that budget. Number 2, you want to ask, what is your travel style? Travel style is a couple different things. Again, it could be what kind of accommodations do you like, or what kind of activities do you like? So if it is activities and you have very different ideas of what a holiday is, if your friend wants to go to the beach and then go out at night to party, and you want to walk around the city and explore and learn the history and take photos and then have a relaxing dinner at night, there are going to be some issues there then. So you really want to make sure that you guys are on the same page for the type of trip that you want to take. Number 3, you want to ask and yourself, are you guys willing to be able to do things on your own? Now, this doesn't have to be every single day, of course, but there are times where you're going to want to do something different and your friend or your friends are going to want to do something different. And maybe you guys don't want to do the things that each other are doing. It is so much easier if you can find a travel friend that can go off on their own, do the things that they want to see that you don't want to, and can give you the space for you to do the things that you want to that they don't want to see without any resentment. The best thing about this one is that after you go off and do your own thing during the day, you can come back in the evening, go for a great dinner, and you can tell each other how your day was since it was so different. And finally, the 4th thing to ask is, how committed are you on going on this trip? Now, everyone has the best intentions on going on a trip because it is super exciting, and just the daydreaming of it all brings so much enjoyment. But when it comes to time to put your money where your mouth is, unfortunately, there are people that are going to bail. I find the telltale sign of when you know that they're going to go is when you book your flights. Try and book your flights early, then you'll know for sure if they're going to go or not, because that's the first time that you're going to have to put money down. One thing you're going to have to ask yourself is if you're going to be able to do the trip on your own if your friends do happen to bail on you. Now, unfortunately, if it does happen, really think about it, because solo traveling can be really amazing. You don't have to make any compromises. You can learn so much about yourself and really enjoy the trip. But if you are unsure and you're just not comfortable about traveling on your own just yet, you are going to have to postpone this trip. And then going forward, you're going to have to really decide who you're going to ask to travel with you in the future so this doesn't happen again. Traveling with your friends can be an amazing adventure. So use these questions to ask your friends before you start planning so that you end up with an amazing travel partner. Don't go into planning a trip with rose-colored glasses on, because that will always end up in disaster. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like and subscribe to my channel. And until next week, have a good one. Bye.